Yo, what's going on, everybody? As always, I hope everyone's having a blessed day. In today's video, I will explain why I believe God created the universe. In the not so distant past, the universe was theorized to be eternal. Therefore, many scientists believe that God was not a necessity for the creation of the universe. The universe was thought to just simply exist. And in 1929, Hubble discovered a red shift in the observable distant galaxies, meaning they were moving away from our own galaxy and from each other, with the most distant galaxies moving the fastest. So now you enter the Big Bang Theory, which suggests that if you wound back time, then all the known universe would originate from a single point or singularity 13.8 billion years ago. There have been other cosmological models to try and explain the origin of our universe, but they have failed the test of time, and the Big Bang Theory is what's most accepted. According to the second law of thermodynamics, closed systems move towards an equilibrium state in which entropy is at a maximum and no energy is available to do work. In other words, our universe, which is a closed system, is running out of usable energy. The universe is slowly dying, relatively speaking. And in 2003, Arvin Bohr, Alan Guth, and Alexander Vilenkin published what is now known as the Bohr-Guth-Vilenkin theorem, which, to put it extremely simply, because that's all I can do, prove that all inflationary models of the universe, like our universe, must have a beginning. What I'm about to present to you now is the Kalam cosmological argument, which states, everything that begins to exist must have a cause. The universe began to exist, so therefore, the universe must have a cause. The logic in this argument is sound. Theists like myself would argue that the cause of the universe would have to be God, seeing that whatever created the universe, the beginning of space, time, and matter, would have to be spaceless, timeless, immaterial, and be inconceivably powerful. The argument for God doesn't stop there, as we can point to an intelligent mind behind the universe based off the evidence of fine-tuning throughout it. Here's an interview of Alexander Vilenkin, the third party in the BGV theorem, from a few years ago, where he is asked what lies behind the boundary of the beginning of the universe.
And awesome, but it is not something from nothing, because you're starting with the laws of quantum physics, you're starting the laws of general relativity. I mean, there's a lot of somethings there. This vacuum you talk about, as you said, is pulsing with energy and fluctuations and pressure and all sorts of things. I mean, there's a lot there.
That's true, but I'm not starting with the vacuum, right? Vacuum is what comes out of it. So what I'm starting with are indeed the laws of physics, or general relativity and quantum mechanics. And of course, and these laws are assumed to exist in some sense, in some Platonic sense, even prior to the universe, although prior I should put in quotation marks because there is no time. And the question, of course, is an extremely intriguing question of why these laws, who gives the laws. It's a deep mystery, and I don't have much to say about that. I would like to.
Why these laws? Who gives these laws? Well, God. The cosmic constants are the physical forces or laws that govern our physical universe. For example, the gravitational constant and the cosmological constant, just to name a few. If any one of these constants was off by a fraction of a fraction of a fraction, then the universe at the beginning of expansion would not have been able to support life. The universe would have either expanded too quickly, which would not allow stars, galaxies, or planets to form, or it would have compounded on itself. There's also fine-tuning of our solar system. The Earth being in the Goldilocks zone, our moon being large enough to keep the Earth at the appropriate angle on its axis, and the gas giants soaking up all the Armageddon-sized comets before they reach Earth. There are plenty more, but just so you get an idea. Now, you're probably thinking, well, the universe is enormous. Even that is an understatement, so this could all be chance. Well, Robert Penrose, a British mathematician, did the math on how probable our universe is by chance. He came to the conclusion of a ratio of 1 part in 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 123. This number is just ridiculously inconceivable and far surpasses zero probability, which doesn't mean that it's impossible for our universe to exist, but puts the likelihood of it ever occurring to be zero. So when it comes down to metaphysical arguments, there's pretty much only God or the multiverse. The multiverse hypothesis states there's an infinite amount of universes out there, and we just happen to live in the universe with all the right conditions. But there is zero proof out there of any other universe existing besides our own. So as an atheist, if you believe in the multiverse, then you have to recognize that you have faith. Just yours is in the natural processes. So please stop attacking theists' faith in God like you don't have any. Now, I have faith that there is only one universe because my God, the God of the Bible, describes this universe as being his creation. And all the evidence that we have so far aligns exactly with what is described in the Bible. In the beginning, time, God created the heavens, space, and the earth, matter. Amen.